G'day, good to see you. It's Derek here with the CruiseAway show. We're here every day with the latest and hottest cruise and stay offers around the world, and no one works harder to find you more variety in your trip without the hassle of trying to string it all together yourself. And this time we're ultra luxury cruising with Seabourn, where champagne and caviar welcome you to an extraordinary cruising experience. We're going to show you why you should be enjoying and experiencing the Seabourn difference. Less of a cruise, more of a yacht feel pleasure. We've got a wonderful 16-night Oz and Indonesia sailing with Seabourn, along with a resort stay in Bali on the way for the end of November. And we'll also go and live the high life in the Med next October as Seabourn Quest sails us in style from vibrant Istanbul to the eternal city of Rome. Now that's all to come, but let's get you straight on board one of these amazing ships to see why Seabourn is so irresistible. And to Japan we go on the 19th of October next year to start our 18-night adventure, flying to Osaka first for a 2-night hotel stay there. A beautiful part of Japan, let me tell you. Stroll through neon-lit Dotonbori for takoyaki octopus balls, which sounds very, very nice. Enjoy the canal views there, and there are lots of quirky photo opportunities there. And then head to Hozenji Yokocho in Namba for lantern-filled alleys full of tiny restaurants and also a moss-covered temple tucked away inside the buzz. It is wonderful. You'll have to forgive my pronunciations through this show, especially when it comes to Japan, but I'm working on it. Right, here is your ship, you lucky people. And this is the Seabourn Encore, and you are going to be on board for 12 nights. Now, let me, before we start everything, as we look around these wonderful surroundings, let me tell you the facts and figures that you need to know. First of all, you will be sailing and voyaging with around 600 passengers, which is amazing. So that means more of everything for you. More space, less waiting, more luxury, more quality, more crew with you as well to look after you. It's amazing. It's all sea view accommodation with the whole of Seabourn, which is wonderful. And the accommodation, oh, wait until you see it, is absolutely gorgeous. Marble bathrooms with molten brown products in there. All of the restaurants on board are included. Open seating dining throughout. All of your drinks are included as well, and that includes fine wines, premium spirits, welcome champagne, mini bar, stocked the way you like it inside your accommodation. Caviar is an amazing plus to enjoy as part of the Seabourn experience. All of your service charges and gratuities are included. Seabourn conversation enrichment events where they'll bring guest speakers onto the ship, either to talk about their field of expertise or indeed to talk to you about the destinations that you are going to as well. There'll also be signature events while you're on board as well. So everything you're seeing right now, you are enjoying as part of the experience. So when you enjoy the restaurants, for instance, you are enjoying that smaller, more intimate experience in a stunning dining room there, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. You also have exclusives as well. An exclusive restaurant on board the Grill by Thomas Keller, which is a Seabourn exclusive, which is a really very, very couture steakhouse opportunity. And you can see there are other offerings like sushi and many other choices for you as well, you lucky, lucky people. And sushi is well worth enjoying in this part of the world, of course, because this is the perfect place to enjoy from Osaka. Here we go on our cruise to Kochi first on Shikoku Island on the southern coast there. You can tour the castle. There's Katsurahama Beach there as well. And also you can have a little wander around Monet's garden there, which is rather beautiful. You'll cruise the Kanman Strait, which separates Honshu and Kyushu. And then we'll go to Sokcho, which is on the northeastern coast of South Korea. And you can tour the national park here by cable car or visit the very famous fortress. A day at sea, and we're in Kanazara, which is on the western coast of Japan, and you can tour the Kenroku-en Garden here in the Samurai district, which is rather nice. And there's also a Micho market here to have a little look around at the local artisans. Niigata next on the Sea of Japan coast, and you can visit wonderful shrines and onsens here, and you might like the Kimura Tea Ceremony Museum, which again is a very, very authentic experience. Definitely you have to do it once. while you're in Japan. To Akita we go on Northern Honshu next, and you can tour here at Kakuna Date at the samurai houses again and have very, very authentic experiences here. And there are, of course, excursions on board for you. Ao Marie, which is just a delightful sounding name on the northern tip of Honshu here. The very famous Hirosaki Castle is here, the Niputa village. And of course, the wonderful blooms in the countryside. We're in autumn here as well, which is very nice. So you can see the colour changing in the trees. Hakodate is next, Hakodate should I say, on southern Hokkaido. And there are wonderful forts here and also Western style churches here for you to visit too. Miyako next, and this is on Iwate on the eastern coast, and you can tour to the very famous beaches here or head to San Rico Fuko, which is the national park here with white pebble beaches, which looks lovely. Next we are in Tokyo, and that is where we will disembark from our cruise, but we are staying here for 2 nights in a hotel. And you lucky people, because it's the best time of year to be around, because of course you've got the hustle bustle of the city, all of the shopping, all of the kind of futuristic side of Japan, which is wonderful. And then you've got the parks and the shrines and the temples to take you back into yesteryear. So wonderful to enjoy. And of course, there are lovely trees everywhere, which are changing colours at this time of the year as well. And then, of course, we will fly you home to Oz after what will be a very, very memorable 18 nights living like a prince and princess. I mean, you are in want of absolutely nothing on this trip. Remember, when you are small ship, high luxury cruising, ultra luxury cruising as we are here with Seabourn, you are spending longer in the ports. You are getting into the ports quicker. They have these wonderful cultural excursions as well that you can book up while you're on the ship. So this is very much the high life. You are in a veranda suite on board with so many inclusions to enjoy. And this wonderful trip across Japan's wonders with flight and stays both in Osaka and in Tokyo as well. Let's show you your price tag. And again, ultra luxury. This is all about the experience. This is all about the care and attention that goes on just 600 passengers on board. If you think the biggest cruise ships in the world right now are talking 7,000 plus passengers, you are really boutique cruising here with a lot of crew to very few passengers, which is amazing. And this will be a trip that lives very, very long in the memory, visiting parts of Japan that other cruises don't necessarily get in to see, traveling, as I say, with fewer people on board, which is lovely, longer days to enjoy, and so many inclusions while you're actually on board as well. Here is everything that is included for you. And if you have any more questions, of course, please do pick up the phone and talk to our team. I realise here I've got a half-hour show and I've got to try and fill as much information about the offering and the accommodation and the places you're going to in a very, very short space of time. So it will leave you with questions. A show like this sometimes can leave more questions than answers. And that's where our team are here to help you. And remember, toll free to call us 1300 408 764. And we have all of the information. We have a very close relationship with Seabourn. We know the ships, we know the facilities, we know the different types of accommodation that are on board as well. So make sure that you actually talk to the team. And remember, when you are sailing with Seabourn, it is all sea view accommodation. All of the restaurants on board are included. All of your drinks are included, including the bar in your stateroom. Your service charges and gratuities, all of the extra onboard events and entertainment are part of the offering. Unlimited Wi-Fi, which is great when you're traveling into the unknown. They even have baggage service available for you as well, which is wonderful. And when you're thinking about an experience like this, a considered experience and a luxury experience, please do trust the wealth of expertise that our team here at CruiseAway can offer.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
25 plus years of talking travel. That's an awful lot of knowledge that you kind of glean in that time as well. And our team really do work incredibly hard for you. Not just in terms of getting you, the best deals and the greatest prices and taking care of all of the booking, but indeed in opening up the choice of cruise lines that there are out there as well. It's brilliant. Now, if all this talk of included champagne and caviar is tempting you to try a Seabourn journey, we have one that's closer to home actually for the end of November for you for over 21 nights. Well, you really do need 3 weeks if you want to check out all of this luxury, don't you? So we will fly you first on this over to Bali from Sydney to enjoy the Balinese welcome for a 5-night resort stay. And it is lovely. Listen, I know you can tell me probably more about Bali than I can tell you because lots of people have spent time here. But there are some wonderful things that you can do. You can cycle through Seabourn Valley here, which is really, really nice, which is a little bit of a greener alternative to Ubud, with lovely rice terraces and traditional village life as well. You can go canyoning here, so you can do some high-octane adventures in Bali as well. But the main attraction of this holiday is our wonderful Seabourn sailing, and this time we're on board the Seabourn Quest, which is very, very nice indeed. We're in a lovely veranda suite, and let me talk you through that veranda suite while I've got the opportunity as well. The queen size bed. You've got a wonderful living area with sofa and dining table for 2 because you might choose to dine in your suite as well. A walk-in closet with plush robes and slippers, a lovely big spacious bathroom with separate tub and shower, fully stocked bar and refrigerator, wonderful flat screen TV which is fully interactive, a lovely makeup vanity and writing desk, and of course 24-hour in-suite dining and a turn-down service. A turn-down service feels like something from yesterday, doesn't it? But it's very much alive and well on Seabourn. Less passengers on Quest, 458 passengers when she's full. So this will really feel like you've chartered it. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be wonderful. And isn't it really lovely and vibrant? And it's got all of the features that the larger cruise ships have, but in a more intimate setting. So the quality of that lovely entertainment, the intimacy, and also you're not never hunting around for a lounger at the pool or someone to serve you behind the bar with a nice glass of wine, which will be absolutely included. Wines, beers, spirits, champagnes, the whole kit and caboodle. Champagne and caviar, yes please for you. Why not? It sounds amazing. So let's take this lovely cruise then out of Benoit, a day at sea to Komodo, of course, home of the famous dragons, of course. And you can go on a trip on a ranger-led trek to go and actually see them in their natural environment, which is wonderful. A couple of days at sea. As I say, this is closer to home. We're at the top end in Darwin. And you can head to Nitmiluk Gorge here for a lovely river cruise if you fancy, through the ancient sandstone cliffs, or meeting, of course, the saltwater crocs at Crocosaurus Cove. A few days at sea, we're across to Cairns now as well, the outer Great Barrier Reef, of course. We're here for an overnight, so 2 full days, so plenty of time for reef viewing and diving and snorkeling and maybe even heading onto the Corunda Scenic Railway as well and having a little trip on that. Maybe that's something you've never done before. Off to Townsville we go next. Again on the Coral Sea coast is where we are right now. You can tour to Magnetic Island here for wildlife spotting, or a bit of a sunset sail cruise with views of Castle Hill and Cleveland Bay might be in order for you. A couple of days at sea, and next we're in Moreton Island, of course off the coast of Brisbane, and you can tour here to Cape Moreton Lighthouse and the Champagne Pools there on a 4-wheel drive island safari, which sounds quite a nice little tour. Or of course you can go and see the Tangalooma Wrecks, and then we arrive back into Sydney. So we fly out to Bali on this one and have our lovely stay, and then join Seabourn Quest over to Komodo, around the top end, and then down the Queensland coast back into Sydney. What a wonderful, wonderful trip. And this will give you that real lovely taste of life on board with Seabourn, which is a life that I think I could get quite used to. This is sheer gorgeousness, and it's for the end of November and into December. So a nice little end of year treat for you as well. So the Bali resort stay and your 16 nights of the Seabourn champagne and caviar lifestyle, relaxed and full of places to explore. Just you and less than 500 other people enjoying the best in ultra luxury cruising. Remember, you have your veranda suite as well, and a suite is wonderful to have. You almost dream of a suite, don't you? And you think, okay, well, on a practical level, is it better? Yes, of course it is, because you've got your sleeping area and then this whole other area to enjoy, to dine in, to relax in. It's all about space. It's all about, actually, when you're in physical space, it's about giving your mind some space, isn't it? It's about knowing that you are almost kind of stepping into this ultra beautiful, wonderful, bubbly warmth that is this lovely experience. That's what this is all about. This is about living the high life and living in a different way. This is about saying, I want the best of everything. And I have to say, we have come up trumps here for you as well. And the first thing I want to say is, please, can I come with you? Secondly, I'll tell you that this package price includes your flight from Sydney over to Bali. You've got 5 nights there in a resort for a stay, which is just brilliant. And then you've got this wonderfully indulgent Seabourn Quest cruise, 16 nights in that veranda suite, enjoying the fine wines and champagne, all of the signature events on board, the enrichment, the Seabourn conversations, the really lovely and varied entertainment on board, the fine dining all included, unlimited Wi-Fi, your gratuities, really just about everything is included here as you sail around Oz and then gently back into Sydney. Here's everything that's included. I have to say, the more I talk about it, the more I love the idea of trying this for the very first time. Maybe you've tried the smaller ship, higher luxury offering, and you think, actually, I'm just going to have a look around. Oh, I've heard about Seabourn. Oh, maybe now's the time to give it a try. Or maybe you've tried the ship within a ship concept with some of the bigger cruise lines, like, you know, with Celebrity Cruises, or maybe with the likes of Norwegian, where they have their own exclusive area that you can pay if you're a suite guest, that you can enjoy exclusive restaurants and things. Well, remember, this Seabourn experience is a whole ship of exclusivity, sailing with fewer people, being in those ports for longer as well. So this is about really investing in something special, you know, true traveling, where you really care for nothing, which is wonderful. And that's what life should be about, isn't it? So give us a call right now. Remember, it's toll free to call us, 1300 408 764. If you have any questions whatsoever, we are here to answer them. Remember, our team know the cruise. It's what our name is all about. We are CruiseAway. Cruise is what we've been doing solely for the last 25 plus years. It's where our knowledge and expertise are, which is great. And of course, if you are looking at adventures, luxury, regular cruise lines, river cruise lines as well, you'll find them all right here.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
And on the website as well, if you scroll right the way down to the bottom and just give us your email address, we will update you every single day with the very, very latest news, cruises, adventures, and flash sales and offers as well. So that's well worth signing up for. cruiseaway.com.au. You'll also find that on our Facebook page and on our Instagram as well, if you do the Instagram too. Right, so let's do one more adventure for us now with Seabourn Quest for October next year. And we're off to the Med to enjoy rarely seen wonders and highlight cities. This is lovely. Now, we fly you first over to Istanbul in Turkey and transfer you to your hotel to enjoy 3 nights here. What an amazing city. Honestly, oh my word. the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, which are very close to each other, you have to see. There are thousands of cats everywhere. Take a cruise on the Bosphorus. You will love it. You'll even love the experience at the port, because the Galata port in Istanbul, which we'll transfer you to join Seabourn Quest, actually sits on the Bosphorus, and you just get the most amazing views. Of course, it's where east meets west as well. So, as I say, we will transfer you to the port, and here she is once more, Seabourn Quest. We're on board for 14 nights this time, which is wonderful. We're in an ocean view suite here with amazing views for you to enjoy. Again, that same kind of wonderful suite experience. And if you're into facts and figures and square feet, by the way, if you like to look at how many square feet your accommodation is, we're talking the best part of 300 square feet for your veranda suite, which is very, very nice. Nice queen bed, oversized queen bed, which is lovely. Again, that separate living area, and all the perks, which is wonderful. Welcome champagne and canapes, your minibar stocked with your preferences, which I always think is very, very nice indeed. You've got all the help and support you need as well from the team around you. They are amazing. Remember, again, we are sailing with a small number of people. 458 seems like an impossible number, doesn't it, to cruise with? It's amazing, it really is. And cruising with fewer people is really fascinating, because when there are guest speakers and entertainers on board, you'll see them in the dining room, you'll see them in the bars, you'll chat to them. You have that real accessibility to them as well, which I think is really nice. It's so much more enriching, and it's something you don't really realise. It's something that's not in the brochure. It's something you find out for yourself while you're actually on board. And it is superb. You're going to love it, and you're going to love this journey as well. Listen to these ports. So we're cruising out of Istanbul, out of the Galata port there, into Çanakkale in Turkey. Now this is along the Dardanelles. You can tour to ancient Troy here, and to the archaeological museum as well, which again is just fascinating. Take tours, treat yourself to tours of these places, and you will love them. Izmir in Turkey on the Aegean coast next here allows you to tour to Ephesus and the ancient ruins there, and the House of the Virgin Mary, or maybe you might like a wine tasting and a village visit nearby. Lovely. Next we go to Patmos in Greece. This is the northern Dodecanese, and you can tour to the Cave of the Apocalypse and the Monastery of St. John here, which you see there in that top picture, which again looks extraordinary. You can do a couple of highlights in a day in a tour there. Next we head to Rhodes. Again, you've got to go for the history here, haven't you, and stand there next to the Acropolis of Lindos and the medieval old town, which again is just fascinating. Now a day at sea, and we head to Spetsis, which I have never seen on a cruise itinerary ever before. This is in the Saronic Gulf in Greece. You can tour to the old town by horse-drawn carriage here, and you can go to a very famous Grand Hotel here, which is one of Greece's first ever tourist spas. Next, we head into Piraeus, a port lots of us have heard of. Of course, it's the port for Athens, which is wonderful. The Acropolis and the Parthenon, and of course the ancient relics here. You never turn down the opportunity to see. And next, we head to Nafplion in Greece, and this is again in the Argolic Gulf, and you can tour to Epidaurus here, which is said to be the most sacred healing centre of the classical world. You could come back a different person, who knows. Looks lovely though, it really does. Kataklon is next, of course, ancient Olympia. There will be tours running to there and its museum, or you might like a beach break actually at Karuta and go and visit a local olive oil estate maybe. Next, we head to Corfu. I just think any itinerary in this part of the world has to have a call into Corfu. It is wonderful. You can take a jeep safari into Palakastritsa and Laconis there, or head to the Bella Vista, which is just wonderful. Saranda next in Albania, seen on very few cruise itineraries here. You can tour to the Butrint UNESCO site, see the Roman Forum and the baths here. And there's also a 16th century Ottoman fortress here too as well. So lots of choices. A day at sea, we head then into Naples in Italy. A lot of people have heard of that, of course. It's your gateway to the island of Capri, the Amalfi Coast, Pompeii and the ancient ruins there, or maybe a couple of highlights in a tour. Now we're going to disembark in the port for Rome, which is Civitavecchia in Italy. We'll have a private transfer for you to take you into your hotel in the city. And there you will stay for 3 fabulous nights. And Rome is lovely. And pardon the pun, but it is nice to roam in Rome in a nice, lovely kind of warm evening, just wandering around, having a little choice at all of the restaurants and the lovely cafe culture there. Go shopping, just enjoy and love it. Sure, go and see the tourist traps as well while you are there. At the end of your hotel stay, we have another private transfer to take you back to Rome Airport to fly home to Australia. And I have to tell you, we have really looked after you and held your hand every step of the way there. If you think about that, from arriving in Istanbul Airport, you'll be transferred, a private transfer to your hotel in Istanbul, transferred from your hotel there to the ship, from the ship to your hotel in Rome at the end of the cruise, from your hotel in Rome at the end of your stay back to the airport. So really, the whole experience just dovetails just so beautifully, and we've made all the arrangements here. And this is your chance to have a real discovery of the Eastern Med, actually, and a really great pace of holiday too. As I say, the stays in Istanbul and Rome, either end of your 2-week journey of ultra luxury with Seabourn, of course, are included, and all of those private transfers too. This is a cut above the rest, let me tell you, because this is an experience where literally, and I say this quite often metaphorically, this holiday really, you breathe in and out for yourself, and we kind of take care of everything else one way or the other, whether it's the transfers and the stays to enjoy the amazing cities, to the experience on board with Seabourn, which is so above anything you've ever seen in cruising before. Because once you are on board, I can't really think of maybe a couple of spa treatments, or you know what, if you're looking for that new 10-carat diamond, they're the only things you'll be dipping into your pocket for. Everything else taken care of. Here's everything that's included. It is incredible, honestly. So in the package, journey of a lifetime for me, I think this is brilliant. Next October, flying first to Istanbul, private transfer to your hotel, 3 nights there in a hotel, transfer to the Galata port for your Seabourn Quest ultra luxury cruise for 2 weeks, ending in the port for Rome, transfer from there to your hotel for a 3-night stay, transfer back to Rome Airport to get you back to Oz. I mean, honestly, and while you're on board, all of your drinks, and I don't just mean bottled water and a coffee, I mean all of your drinks are included, the fine dining throughout, your service charges, your wonderful suite, and the service. I mean, this is what this is all about. This is what we're investing more in, is sailing with just 450 something people. So that feels like this is your cruise. This is your sailing. And you are going to ports on this itinerary I have never, not once in 15 years, seen on cruise itineraries. And that for me is something special and something to be celebrated. Again, if you have questions, please do call us 1300 408 764. That's a toll-free number. And listen, here at CruiseAway, we do cruises for everyone. You want to try cruising for the first time, close to home, no flying whatsoever, and give your first taste of cruising, call us here at CruiseAway. If you want to cruise the whole world, then please call us here at CruiseAway. We really do have it all. And listen, we are on your screens every single day, right here on this channel, pretty much at the same time every day. So make sure you come back, because this is a nice half an hour to just escape the rest of the world and talk holidays. See you soon.